Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing well today. Today, we have Fantasy Coloring Book in Grayscale on cardstock, Special Artist Edition Coloring Book by Molly Harrison. Now, I like that it is spiral bound. So, for all those people who are lefties, it is spiral bound. So, you get this lovely little cover. I have selected the picture that we are going to color today. But I'm going to flip through it first. So hello to all the new people. I see 3 people in there. So as you can see, she has signed it, which I really, really like. Hi, Jessie. Hi, Book Chronicles. She gives you a lovely introduction, and these are all the places that you can find her. How are you? So this is a grayscale coloring book, and this is on thicker paper, so it's an artist edition. So when you buy artist edition, I'm good, Book Chronicles. When you purchase artist editions, they're on better quality papers. That's nice. I could see someone doing a lot of work. This would be a lot of gel pens. And you'd have to be really careful. I like this one. Hello, Cindy. This is the new Molly Harrison grayscale book that she has on Etsy. You buy this on Etsy. You cannot buy it on Amazon. It has to be on Etsy because that's where I got to see. I like dark line. Like this is a really darker grayscale line work. So we're going to be coloring this one. But I'm flipping through it so you guys get the flip through. Since it seems like now we're a live channel. So, and that's the blotter page we'll be using. Because we're going to be using markers, of course. I like to color. You can color grayscale with pencils. But I prefer to color grayscale with markers. It's just... That's really pretty too. It seems like she took some of her favorites that everybody loves to color from. I've always loved Molly Harrison. You know, Molly Harrison has quite a, and there's the back. You know, I like books like this. I know a lot of people who are lefties that like spiral books. So her hair, this is 21. This is terracotta. This is the Touch and Cool markers. Hi, Kim. We're coloring for Molly Harrison's new book, and this is the cover of the new book. This is a book you get on Etsy. So, but this is, I'm not going to say it's not cheap. I want to warn people. But when you buy artist editions, you are going to pay for the better paper. Same thing when I got Whimsy Girls Through the Decades. You know, some people got the PDF version. Some people got the Amazon version. And then there were some people like myself who got the artist version of that book. Now, that's not to say the artist version wasn't the other versions weren't good. But for me, because I use markers a lot, I like to have a higher quality paper when I'm buying books. But that's just me personally. Doesn't mean that the Create Space paper isn't good. You can find, I know people who love Create Space paper. I know you always catch the streams afterwards. I just finished eating my lunch, so then I was happy when actually we were gonna do something from Color Colorful Seasons. And then this book showed up, so I was like, hallelujah. I saw this book and I was like, remember, you guys get the flip before anybody else does. I also joined a Facebook group called Patriotic Beauty. It's a diamond painting group. They mostly talk about pens, diamond paintings in it. And she drops pens every Thursday for auction. But she tells you what the price is, and then you just put your name in the auction if you want the pen or not. She tells you what to type in the comments, so then you get entered into kind of drawn to see if you're going to be able to purchase the pen. These are going to be yellow. Hi. I know there's a lot of other YouTubers on right now. But I was like, I just finished eating lunch. It didn't come on yesterday, but there was a diamond painting video on the channel. I've already filmed part 3. I just haven't uploaded it yet to the computer, so don't feel bad. There will be a part 4. I just haven't taped it to that diamond painting. I think that one's going to be really spectacular to finish, so I'm really looking forward to doing that one. And then Anne gave me an idea. I was watching Anne's channel and get a scrapbook, put your smaller paintings in, because you guys know that I have a lot of smaller paintings that I want to do too, the 30 by 40. So everybody chooses different colors when they color something. Some people do a magnificent job when they color. And they do all these fancy things with their pastels, and I'm just like, I can't get pastels to work like that for me. And it's not for lack of trying. I just don't. I don't like them. I find them. I don't want. Yeah, everyone is well today. Me and my mother went out yesterday. Took a walk around the neighborhood. We thought it was good. I've been cleaning up some stuff over here. I've been doing the Use It Up challenge this month. Now, what the Use It Up challenge is, take your stuff that you're not using too often and go through it and see what's actually good and use it. Try to use it up. So I've been going through my old Cali Arts, my old pianos, and then they got this odds and ends like my Winsor and Newton. I have a few of those left to try and use up the supplies. This way I can. And then I moved them to another container and then kind of switched the containers out. Just the old container that I was holding my old Cali art markers and my pianos and the other little odds and ends. And so that way then I could what am I looking for? The word I'm looking for? The thing about Grayscale is all the shading is done for you, so you don't have to worry about the shading. Now, some people say, well, Grayscale is kind of cheating when you color. I don't know if that's true because you still have to put down the color. And take the time to do it. I've already used up 2 skin tones in this set for the Touch and New. So that tells you how much I work with skin. For a long time, Grayscale scared me, and then I've come to really get into it, especially with the Jade Summer books. I just think Grayscale is a wonderful medium. Everybody was. Everything has been a little weird. This morning, it was so dark outside my house. I was like, looks like it was going to rain and pour today. Hey, Sydney. I decided to do that, and then this way my less is better. But the idea behind Use It Up is use what you have and try to be, more consistent with what you have. So, I love doing skin. I was going through my pencils and I ran out of my light peach Prismacolor pencil. And that's my go-to pencil for skin tones when I'm working with pencils. And I'm kind of like a little upset right now because that means then now I have to rely on other pencils. Don't get me wrong, I can do it. It's just a little bit more work to do it. Listen, I was also using that pencil with my markers a lot to smooth out the skin. Because Prismas work really well with alcohol markers, or especially the light peach. Marker works really well with that with alcohol markers when you're blending the skin tone. And they told me that light peach won't be available till September. I might have to go to the art store tomorrow or this weekend. And I have a little shopping list that I've made. They are, unless I'm doing it in a hardcover book like Slavic Beauties. Like that Christina Novik, Slavic Beauties, and then the Queens of Poland. Well, there's some grayscale stuff in that book. So with that book, I do use pencils. That's an example of a book that you would use pencils with. I'm gonna make her eyes green, but this is what happens sometimes. If you go too tight, then the thing brown. So it depends on the book and the paper, really, if you're going to use pencils or markers. Grass green. I like that green enough that I want to do it. Thinking maybe we'll do an orange background. Mm-hmm. Depends on the book, depends on the paper, it depends on the medium. Like hardcover books, you would go in with pencils, but books like this that have the artist paper and one-sided, then it's different. Or you could do what some people have been doing. They buy 2 copies of a book, get it spiral bound. As people do this. Is this skin or is this part of the outfit? I think that's skin. And you can use markers with markers. You don't have to use one brand exclusive. To keep my lines in check. I've also been given some of my more cuter books away to my nieces. So the collection is coming down in size, which I must say has been very helpful to me, guys. So I want to thank you guys for participating in the giveaways that we do on the channel. You know, what I'm going to do is use a Copic. You all know which color I'm going to use. It's no problem, Kim. It's easier for me if I have a smaller collection. I don't need to have a big collection. You know, this is a thing that we're told as when we start off. You can never have too many. That's not necessarily true. It depends on your space, what you do with it. You know, in the beginning, I used to get everything because I thought I would like everything. And then I found that some books I color in more. Some books I like more than others. I'm hoping by the end of this year, it'll be a different way of doing things. So. Now, this is acid yellow. We all know that this is like a golden yellow. Like it looks like gold on some of the paper when it's done. Light pink. Don't argue that I picked a very easy picture to start with. In this book, I might have. I do too. It's, you know, some people say, well, you pick easy pictures to do on live streams. Well, I go, you know, you pick pictures that speak to you. You don't pick pictures that you don't want to do. You pick pictures that you think are going to be nice to do. E53, this is raw silk. This will be a mixture of my budget-friendly markers and my Copics. Now, there's some colors that I don't have in Copics, and so the budget-friendly markers kind of complement those colors that I don't have. Exactly. So hold on, I need to refill this. That's okay. We all have lives. E53. Like to be able to find my refills, so I moved them into a container where it would be easier for me to move everything. We're coloring out of Molly Harrison today, Miss Michelle. I did happen to see what the new refills look like. They are interesting looking. They look like lipstick tubes. You know, those long lipstick tubes. So hold on, just refilling this. Now I have to give it a good shake. The thing with Copics is when you refill them, you have to give them a good shake. Otherwise, they won't fill up completely. Michelle is here. Remember, I still have to do the green leaves in the background, and then I also have to do the border. Oh, I'm glad you did too, because I think there's a couple of us now live. Wow, 15 of us here. I wasn't sure if this is where it starts, so I decided to do this as skin tone. And Michelle would know what color this is. Now we will do a dark green. Not too dark. Oh, that's a beautiful. Yep, it is acid yellow. Everybody loves that color. We can blame Tanya and Mary for that. So this is turquoise green number 53. And I guess this can be counted for color you'll hoard because it's the first picture in this book. Remember, some colors are lighter when you put them on, and some colors go darker after you put them on. Like I noticed with pinks, some of the pinks go darker, and then some of the darker pinks go lighter. The lighter pinks go darker. I don't know what that is with some of the colors. Sometimes I draw a line because I want to stay in the line. So sometimes I do what's called outline in lines. And I can tell you this paper is like beautiful, you know, and some people will say, well, Paper doesn't make a difference. I disagree. I think paper makes a huge difference when you're coloring, especially in grayscale. And to make sure there's no other little leaves that I've missed. Acid yellow. Sorry guys, I'm looking for my apricot. So that's what I want to color this background apricot. Always the color that you're looking for that you can't find. Apricot. We're doing the background orange. Because to me this screams fall. Thank you. And if anybody's wondering what the book is, it's this. This is the book. It's a spiral bound book if anybody is. And I put the link down below if anybody wants to purchase it. So this is a Molly Harrison book. So I really like Molly Harrison because she has some really outstanding art. I actually first came across Molly Harrison via Instagram. I saw some of her more cuter stuff, and then I saw some of her more mature art, and I fell in love with the mature art. She has whimsical stuff too, guys, so don't think that she just does the mature stuff too. It's funny because when you're on camera, it looks totally different. This is apricot. Jessica has come in. Hello, Jessica, or Pinky as we call her. I still have to watch Stargirl's episode. I can't believe, last night I finished watching the episode. I only have one more episode of Agents of Shield, and it's the 2-hour finale. I feel kind of happy it's over and sad at the same time. Because you watch this. If you guys watch shows from the beginning, you know this, that it's always kind of bittersweet when a show ends. So I kind of feel sad, feeling like, oh, what are they going to do next with this? Crazy show. Then I heard a rumor about taking possibly a couple, maybe 2 or 3 of the characters from Agents of Shield and putting it into a Disney Plus show called Sword. There's a rumor that there's going to be a Sword series, so set in the MCU for Disney Plus. So that should be interesting to see that. The only thing that I don't like about the Copics is the brush tips. Really, don't get me wrong, they're okay, but my chisels seem to go out really, really fast with them. But I don't know if it's just because I'm an excessive user that I color a lot with my markers. So I'm looking forward to watching the next episode of Stargirl. I've kind of really enjoyed that. I didn't think I was like actually really, really surprised that it was really, really good. Because sometimes we all know this, when you watch superhero shows, they can be really terrible or corny, or you just think they're badly written. Hi, Christy. How are you? We're coloring out of today. The new Molly Harrison book. You know, the thing with backgrounds is you can make them as ornate as you want to. Now, if you were a pastel person, the person with pastels would probably be like boom, boom, boom. Okay, so I've seen somebody do backgrounds with pastels, and I'm like, I was really impressed with how they did it. But they've probably been using pastels for a very, very long time. Then you got the whole background. I think that really pops. I was going to make it red, but then I said that would be too much of a conflict with the color. So this is a Pentel Sparkle Pop. We all know how much Grace loves her Pentels. This is the one. This is a brand new one. You buy it on Etsy, Angela. It's spiral bound. It's on artist paper. Keep that in mind. That's why it's a little bit on a higher price scale. If you go to Etsy, I'm just warning you, it's on the higher end. Now, some would say, well, Grayscale's easy because all you have to do is color and everything is done for you. Like, well, that's not necessarily true. I've seen Grayscale that's really, really ornate. Like, I saw Ruth Sanderson Grayscale, and I thought, because it was a Santa with all his toys and wish shops, and I'm looking at it and like, that is extremely detailed, the toy shelf behind Santa. I'm like, oh. This is Pentel Sparkle Pop. Now, I wish there were more colors in this. But someone told me there are, but they're really, really. I was looking and there are more Pentel Sparkle Pops, but they're really pricey beyond the 8 color, the basic set that they give you. Because you don't mind if I something here just to rotate it so it's easier for me. Sometimes when I'm coloring, I'll switch it around the border so it's easier for me to. Thank you. I think we can do another one in this book today. You know, every book is different. You know, the thing with Grayscale is I have a great affection for it now that I understand how to do it now. This is like my, I'll tell you the truth, the Pentel Sparkle Pops are my favorite glitter gel pen. That's not to say that there aren't other gel pens that are just as beautiful, but these, yes, they're the most vibrant. Thank you. You know, sometimes you go in with the plan and sometimes you don't go in with the plan. This one, I saw this one and this one immediately spoke to me. As, well, how do you pick a picture? I go. Good evening, Diamond Painting Unboxer. Do you want us to do another one from this book, guys? They're a lot of fun diamond paintings, but they work too because you got to kit that up. The thing about the diamond paintings, Jess, is that they take a lot of time to do. Also, not to mention, you got to kit them up. Then when you're done with them, de-kit them. I put all my spare drills into a mason jar when I'm done with them, unless they're ABs. Now, ABs are like the special drills. Now, guys, remember anything below 150, anything that's a 151, you keep changing. Every time I look, you change your logo, Michelle. Diamond paintings are fun. They really are. But you have to be. So that's that one. Let's shoot another picture. That one I want to do near Christmas time. At the end, it becomes really nicely worth it. Should be a challenge. It is a beautiful book, but it is. Red, purple, green. blue. I don't know the color. We already have an idea what we're going to do with this one. I know, but I'll wait till the book is done and then we'll see what happens. This is number 16. This is cherry pink. This is not going well on it. Then we'll do a dark red. We'll do a darker red. Vivid red. That's a much better red. Different markers respond differently to different paper. That's okay. Yeah. I put a link down where you can purchase it too in the description of the video. So if you want to, this is a darker grayscale one. I'm thinking blues and maybe silvers on this. But we'll see how far we get. This is a much darker grayscale. I don't have a Nintendo Switch, so I can't play Animal Crossing with two ladies. So this is a really pretty. I can also make this green. Are these wings? Yeah, these are wings. I hadn't even noticed that these were wings until just now. Well, this is a darker grayscale. The other one was a lighter grayscale. So depends on, this also is an issue. Some people say, well, they can't color on dark grayscale. Nonsense. Gothic me, I colored in. That was dark. That book is really dark grayscale, some of the pictures. Colin Thompson's is grayscale. The Color in Heaven one. Thank you. And, I don't do a lot of fancy, I don't do a lot of the blending and stuff like that. I know some people love to blend. That's fine. With Grayscale, you don't have to do as much blending or you can just color it straight and it still comes out nice. I don't know why I'm thinking purple and pink for this. Hold on, guys. Sometimes I swear this mat is being, the desk mat is being. Why does nothing? No, I did not. Thank you for letting me know that I missed it. Of course, nothing ever wants to work the way it's supposed to work on a Grace's stream. Sakura Jelly Roll. Thinking blue now, and this will be pink and purple. This will be pink and purple, and this will be blue. I'm thinking. Pastel blue. This is not liking it either. I'm gonna have to go over it with the Copic. Sometimes some of the budget stuff does not work on some of the paper. VG45. And now I put the Sakura jelly rolls. Then you did the blue there. This color is Nile blue. Grass green. This image in particular is resisting my some of my markers, so through our eyes like that. This requires a little bit of paying attention to because it's get right in there. Hold on, I need to get a white pencil. I do too, I just have to get a white pencil. You'll know why I need the white pencil. White. Just the little silver specks here. Just see if there's anything. E53. Yeah, different color. Wisteria. And my little silver jelly roll. You know, you guys are getting a special treat because I'm bringing out the jelly roll, which I don't bring out too often. I've had these jelly rolls for as long as I can remember. Before we do that, I want to do the dragon. The dragon just annoys me. Oh, you have. Thank you. You know, you're trying to make the colors work in a way that complements everything. Some people do what they call opposite colors, and it turns out really nice too. I know you love dragons, Michelle. Yellow green. Of course, I don't have this. I'm waiting for this. Maybe I have it, the pistachio. Pistachio. This is pistachio, G43. Yes, these are Copics. Copics, the Touch and Cools. This is called Wisteria V20. Because some of them is really dark grayscale. This picture is like, I've seen this picture in her other books, but never to this dark before. Like this is ultra dark grayscale, some of it. Do not be afraid to color really dark grayscale. This is light pink. I think I missed a part of her skin, guys. Well, I did miss a part of her skin. It's a bunch, yeah, it's a different bunch of markers, so it's like the budget-friendly ones with the This picture has a couple of things going on in it, Miss Robin. It has a darker grayscale, it has a fantasy motif. Now it kind of has this part here is what you could call a stained glass window effect. Yes, I saw that. The Art Nouveau one. Here's the thing. A lot of people like that book, and I'm like, as I was looking at the book, I realized, is this really for me anymore? Yeah, the thing likes to give me notifications. My computer does. This is Azalea Purple. There are a lot of places to look. Amazon, IKEA, anything that would be, even I think Raymore and Flanagan might have some ideas too. Go check out their website the best. This is going to be green and blue. Thank you. I got some really nice ones, but turquoise green. Jelly roll. Yeah, I'm done. You know, the funny thing about the beauty of horror, I'm not a fan of them. But then again, I like horror movies and things like that, and I don't know why in a coloring book I can't get into that, even though I love watching that stuff, like horror and stuff like that. I just I don't feel the and nobody start yelling at me saying I don't feel the Alan Roberts books. They're just not my Malou, or I have to be into them to color them. So they're not my favorite, but I know a lot of people who like those books. No word yet on that. It all depends on things that are beyond my control, as you would say. That's funny. You crack me up, Pink Monkey. Pink Monkey and Michelle crack me up. Gel pen. Sometimes I forget to talk because I'm concentrating on what I'm doing. You know, I don't know how some people do. Like when I first started, I was like, oh no, how is this going to work? How am I going to talk and concentrate with everybody in the stream? Well, those are like the big worries that everybody has when they start streaming. Thank you. It's fun to do this. This is Tahitian Blue BG05. Do you guys found something I forgot to do? If you learned something from me, I'm glad because, you know, you can probably do this with pencils, but pencils would take much more time. I always say focus on when you have a big piece, like anything, like especially in diamond painting or coloring. Like if it's a huge, like innate thing, or like a Kirby, a Tomislav Tomic, or even a big diamond painting, focus on a small section. Don't focus on big sections because then you, nope, can't do it. Give up. Well, at least your husband understands your hobby. Some people don't. This is pale, light pink. This you do when you want a large area. You use the chisel when you want to do a big area. Whatever I'm using at the time is my favorite. but overall Copics. But they don't always work on some of the paper. So it depends on the paper too. Okay? Coral pink. You want to make sure your alcohol marker is closed fully, because then they dry out quicker. Azalea purple. That's what, you know, you have to be careful because sometimes those budget pencils are not what they're cracked up to be. I've had quite a few doubts over the years with pencils. Then I found what I really like, so. What I like for my hand, you may not like for your hand. I typically like thicker pencils, but I do like the Prismas just because I can layer with them a lot easier than other pencils. Pink. Did I color everything in the inside frame? That's okay. Go, Michelle. We're not. People have to go. I won't feel bad. I'll understand. Well, we still have the frame to do, so this is fluorescent pink. If I knew how to apply washi tape, I'd probably apply a nice washi tape to this too. Thank you. And this was a really dark grayscale. I haven't done a dark grayscale like this since I've got the Gothic Alchemy book, and I did a few pictures. I think I did one picture last month in the Gothic Alchemy Color in Heaven special. But you know, some of the pictures in that book actually require thought and planning. Some pictures you just do, and then some pictures you actually have to think about how you're going to do it. Too bad this isn't perforated. You know, the thing about that is that, you know, when you buy the Prismacolors, they tell you, oh, buy this set, but then you have to buy that one. Now, if you're thinking about Book Chronicles, if you're thinking about buying Copics, but don't have the money for the big sets, here's what I would recommend. You buy a skin tone set, because that way you get browns, a basic 12 color set, and the basic 6-pack of the pastels, so you have an understanding of how the colors work. Yes, they are a little pricier to do it that way, but then you'll have a nice little set of Copics, and if you don't want to continue, you don't have to. But if you like them, this is a good way to understand how the colors work. Because you're going to need the skin tones. You're going to need your primary colors. And you might want to try some of the pastel colors. Sorry about that. That was out of frame. This one is done with an assortment of markers. In my opinion, Copics are worth it, but not everybody likes them. The thing is that they're very alcohol heavy. Beautiful, beautiful markers. But the thing is, when you first buy them, they're very, very expensive. But if you get the refills, they become more economic in the long run. My first 3 Copics I got in a sketch box, so it wasn't like I went out and bought them. Then I bought the 12 set of regular pencils, and I really liked them. Then I bought skin tones, and I liked them. Then I started buying them in little sets, and then I started buying them individually. So, in my opinion, Copics are worth it. But then what happens is you might also want to invest in having a good budget-friendly set too, because it might complement colors you don't have in the Copics. So, this was done with Copics and budget-friendly markers. So this was the first one we did today. For those who came in late, this was the first one we did. And then this is the other one we did. So. Well, the thing is, it's up to you what you use. You know, everybody uses something different. Like some people would use pastels on Grayscale. And I've seen people do amazing things with pastels and watercolors and acrylics. And I'm like, but you know, the people that do that are very advanced because they understand how to use their pastels and their watercolors and their acrylics. I'm still learning watercolors. I'm not interested in learning how to use pastels past the whole my pastel pencils because to me the pastels seem very chalky, very messy. It's for me pastels are very messy, and that's a personal thing. It's not that they're bad medium. It's just something that it's not for me personally. It might not be for everybody. But I see people do beautiful work with markers. I see people do beautiful work with pencils. So depends on the type of person you are. So this is what we have done. We have done 2 pictures today in an hour and 40 minutes. So I want to thank you guys so much for coming. And this is where we're going to end the stream. Bye, everybody.